So we could go on about not only the different ways in which your sincerity and your intentions could be corrupted, as well as examples that you're going to run into on a daily basis. But it's important that we give you tactics on how to protect your sincerity. The first is that you have to constantly be in the remembrance of God, specifically with regards to your purpose in this life. Now, living your life for God's sake does not mean that you live some boring, mundane existence where all you do is pray and fast and read your holy book all day. Living your life for God's sake is all about making sure you think before you act, and that you try to guide your actions to be above all else seeking the pleasure and reward of God. I pray because I know that that is what God wants. I pray because I need the assistance and forgiveness of my Lord. I'm grateful for everything that I have because I recognize that everything that I have ultimately comes from my Lord. I fast because Allah has commanded me to fast, and I fast so that I can train myself in restraint, because it's a characteristic that is required to practice Islam. I'm generous because God wants me to be generous. And I recognize that the one who gave me can give me again and many times over. I treat my spouse and my children and my relatives and my neighbors and my customers in a way that pleases Allah, not because of what I get in return for my part in those interactions, but because it's what pleases Allah. And at the end of the day, I'm not seeking some worldly benefit which is temporary, but I'm seeking the ultimate reward from my Lord, which is eternal. So you need to make sure that every action that you do is done for His sake and His sake alone. And you have to protect your intention like you would your children from a violent attacker. And understand that it's going to be difficult and you are going to fail from time to time. But continue to strive to protect your intention in the smallest of actions so that you continue to amass a good amount of deeds that are done purely for Allah's sake and for His alone.